I might have been wrong. Are you listening, LeBron James? Are you listening, James family? Are you listening, Rich Paul? Are you listening, all of you people? Because here's my position. My position was all along, Bronny James needed to be in the G League. Put him in the G League, let him be in the G League his first year. And then after that, let him come on, because I've always believed that this kid has the potential, once I watched him, to be in the NBA. But what I saw last night made me say to myself, wait a minute. He keeps showing up and playing like that. J.J. Redick and his staff obviously doing an exceptional job coaching him. The G Leaguers obviously doing a good job of preparing him. Him sitting on the bench, learning, watching the Lakers players, being in practice with them sometimes. Evidently, that seems to be working for him. And if that kind of stuff continues, then indeed he'll be in the league as a bona fide player sooner than later. One game does that make that determination. You need to do more than that. But I wanted to make sure I emphasize that point. And the reason why I wanted to make sure I emphasize that point, Molly, is because when I was approached by Pops, okay, at courtside and all of this other stuff, I will contend till the cows come. Yeah, tell me about it. I will contend till the cows come home. I was never disrespecting Bronny James. I was the one that didn't watch him in high school because I didn't want to judge him.
So it's interesting to hear him comment on this. He sees everything, like his pops. I take mental notes.
Everything.
On your
that effing robot. Yeah, that's
I'm
let you know he fed up. He tired. He tired.
Yeah,
He's tired. Like, listen, I'm not an effing robot. All right, y'all. He's letting y'all know. Like,
person.
all right.
Not too much.
So do you understand Bronny's perspective on media coverage?
Yes, it's too much. They dragged it.
Yeah.
They dragged it. So he's a kid.
I know robot.
I like, it's understandable because, yeah, you're famous, right? Your dad is famous. You've been famous since, damn near you were born. And in a sense, you're watching 59 other players get grace.
Exactly.
You got, number one picks who can play through mistakes. No one's worried about it. No one's mentioned them. Right, you got people behind me who's not in the league. You got people in the second round who making $12 million for the 3 to 4 years, and they haven't scored any buckets. They're in the G League, and everybody, for some reason, no one looks at them, and everyone's focusing on me and all my flaws. Right, when I do good in this league, right, it's not the NBA.
It's not the NBA.
Right, but when I did bad down there, it's he can't even play in the G League. Right, so it's like he's sitting there like, the fuck is the point? Right?
And on paper, he's like done everything right. Like, he doesn't get in trouble. He seems like he's a great kid. Like,
Think that matters?
it should. It should matter.
I didn't ask you that.
I mean, no, it doesn't matter. But it's just like the way that
I didn't
people.
ask you that.
I mean, the way that people talk about him and they're like
People don't care about
surprised that.
positivity.
Right, but the fact that people are shocked that Bron felt a way about it now, Bronny's coming out saying that he feels a way about it. I just don't understand how people are like, well, they shouldn't feel that way. What?
I don't think people were shocked. Well, I do think people were shocked that LeBron actually addressed it,
yeah.
as he should. Like, as a mom, I'm going to address it if you're constantly coming for my kid. And to your point, I think people do talk about those other number one picks, those other players who aren't doing what they're expected to do. Because it's Bronny, though, it's just elevated.
I have a question.
No, I look at the internet all day.
I have a question. I was watching First Take the other day, and they were talking about Shador and Dion. The conversation that they have with Shador and Dion versus Bronny and Bron are completely different, and I don't understand why.
Well, I think Shador top 5 pick.
I mean, yeah. But yes, he's proven himself in college, but his dad was his coach. I don't think that would make a difference, honestly. I know, but it's like, why can't you?
That is the difference.
But like, why aren't you supportive?
The difference.
But their logic was, this is a strong black man supporting his kid and da-da-da-da, but they're not.
People taking up for LeBron, people saying like LeBron came to his defense and this, that, and the third. Yes, but you have to accept you don't have to accept it, but the criticism is going to come with it from the outside looking in, right? if you ask the average person walking down the street about this situation, if they just know, is Bronny good enough to play in the NBA? The masses gonna be like, the masses gonna say no, right?
Random
and that the random person, just because of the
narrative.
The narrative. You ask people, can Shedeur Sanders play football? It's gonna be no. Whether the answer's gonna be yes, because like you said, he's put the time in, he's done this, and because Bronny got drafted, and there's this notion out there that he's not good enough.
Right.
That's the it's low hanging fruit.
Yes.
For people it's easy for people to talk about this, whether he can do 9 things positive, right, score 30 every night, but then it's just this one thing that people gonna harp on, and it's just unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
It sucks in his life right now, right? And it's gonna be his life until he decides not to play in the NBA or whatever happens. It just...
Because I feel like even if he finds success in the NBA, it's always gonna be something.
They're
always gonna be something.
They're proving it. They're proving it with his G League play. There was a narrative on his G League play. He's not even good enough for the G League. And then he started dominating, then they're quiet. And then, right, so then look at his NBA numbers, right? And that's why I said, well, if you take everybody in this draft and you do a per 36, that means if you gave everybody 36 minutes, this is where he will rank. That's stupid. Of course.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fit the narrative you've been doing. But at the end of the day, if somebody says he doesn't belong in the league, then that means you have to then consider everyone from pick what. They don't belong in the league. They gotta pick them, right? So you're saying I can't pick him because he's not ready, but I can pick him. He's not ready, right? You got to think about like the second round itself. There's only gonna be about 11 kids in the second round that will be in the NBA by year 3, right? At least 7 kids right now from the second round won't even play. 2 kids that got picked behind them that would have been in Bronny's place. So the kid, this is how you're supposed to look at it. Bronny, remove him out of the equation. The kid that's behind him goes there. He ain't even playing on the team. He got cut damn near in preseason. Summer league. Nobody looks at it like that. So he wasn't ready. The person behind him wasn't ready. The person behind him wasn't ready. So what the fuck does it matter about him or the person in front of him or the person in front of him?
Yes. Treat him as a fifth. So
you know what I mean? So
what I said from the beginning, right? After the draft, and as we talked about it on the show moving forward, and all the hype was the Bronny's. Okay, we got the first game out of the way, right? Historical moment. Let's have that. I said there was a no-win situation in either situation. Either situation was a no-win for him. To play in the G League or to play in NBA games right now, there was a no-win situation for him. Because people are going to nitpick, pick. He go down to he can't win right now. So my thing was, don't put him in that situation to give people the ammunition to critique it. Right?
Yeah, but
let him play, let him practice with it, because you got enough guys you bring in, let him practice every day with NBA guys, let him work out with the NBA coach, let him do all that shit. And the next time we see Bronny is in Summer League. And let him play a few games, see how, and let next year be, because every other guys have done it, it was just because of injury, right? Guys didn't play Blake Griffin didn't play his rookie year. Guys, #1 picks didn't play their rookie year. So why wouldn't we do this for this product that's not ready?
That would even be worse.
No, it would
waste
not.
a pick on it?
No, he's 55th. He's not playing. What other 55th pick is playing, though? You're not wasting you ain't pick him 9.
But a lot of people...
But they treat him like he's
tiếp theo. Bên này mình cũng sẽ gấp vào nha. Vậy là mình đã được như này rồi nha.